What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Lifestyle Boost podcast. It's your host, Dosia Mabo.
And Emma Mabo.
So we've been gone for a while, and
We have.
yeah, we want to give out an apology because it's the beginning of the year, and we have no business not dropping any episodes. But bro, life has been happening.
Now, when I tell you life has been lifing, first of all, like school has been getting worse. The pressure is getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been getting worse, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, we're here.
Yeah. No, but for real though, we're sorry that we haven't dropped, I think, like 2 episodes for the last 2 weeks. But just a lot has been happening and it's been overwhelming. And plus, we don't have a big team at all. We're literally like a 3-man team.
We're a 3-man
yeah.
team.
So we're
Literally.
taking care of like producing, editing, everything. We're taking care of it. Of course, with time, we're going to grow. But yeah, just to give out a little apology for not showing up for the last 2 weeks. But yeah, we're back on track now. And yeah, you guys will see us on Friday. But how are you doing, though? It's been a couple of weeks.
Nah, I'm not doing good. Nah, I'm not. I'm okay. Physically,
What's okay?
obviously.
On like 5 to 10. I'm 5 to 10. On 1 to 10, what's okay?
A good 5.
But that's not okay. That's not okay. That's not even average. Like average would be like a 7.
No, because like I feel like physically, obviously, I'm fine. We thank God for that. My health is doing good. But when it comes to mentally, I'm just drained.
With what? Like work or
with
school?
work
Or what is it?
and school. Like, okay, see, another thing too is like, I'm going to dive a little bit. Like working in the medical field, you get to see stuff that you don't necessarily mentally prepare for it.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I had to do like postmortem care on a patient. What postmortem care is like somebody that passes away. You have to get them ready for like the morgue to pick them up.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Yeah.
It's not nice to see stuff like that. It's not nice to see people in like their last little like moments of life.
Yeah.
I saw like 3 last week, and like that bothered me a little bit. And then I have exams coming up. It's just a lot is going on emotionally. And
Well,
mentally.
I couldn't think I could
yeah.
do that, Like shout out to all like the nurses or people in the medical care period, because like I don't like, I would take that home with me.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy for me to like just shut off like, okay, that's work. I'm going to leave it at work and go home. Like I will take that home with me.
No,
if I
literally,
did
like
that
shout out
job.
to everybody in the medical field because
Yeah.
like CNAs, maintenance, like everybody in the medical field, like nurses, doctors, because like it's a lot,
I'm
like
sure.
when I came back from work, the last postmortem care I did on this patient, when I came back, it bothered me a lot, because like at my job, I had worked with her for like a good maybe 2-3 weeks, almost
Yeah.
a month even, I worked with her, and then for me to be able to like take care of her, like
Yeah.
even after she's gone, that bothered me a lot,
Yeah.
like that actually did bother me. And I was like, coupled with the fact that I have school as well, that, but physically I'm doing okay. That's what's important.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, for me, I am doing great. Like,
Good.
I'm doing amazing. Of course, I'm sorry to hear that. That you've had a shit couple of weeks. But why are you laughing?
I'm over here in the trenches, and she's over there about to say how great her week was. Let's go.
No, but like, no, for real though.
No,
I'm
it
sorry
happens.
that
That's fine, of
you've had a
course.
shit couple of weeks. Like, I don't think that my week has been like over the top or anything like that. However, I've had an amazing week. So this weekend that just passed, I went to Houston because Yaya and I were attending the birthday party of his older brother and the girlfriend, and
Ooh, that looked like it was
They were
fun.
turning 30. It was such
Ooh.
an amazing party. I had so much fun out there, and it was an all black party. So
See, black on black people is another
I
level.
know,
first of
it
all.
was so
Like,
beautiful. Like walking in there and seeing like so many beautiful people dressed in black. His parents were over there. I was so happy to meet his parents, and like it was such a nice party. But I had so much fun in Houston. Like it
Oh, I
was.
bet
so
you did.
nice.
Like I
Yeah.
saw your pictures. I don't know. If I don't think I saw Yai's picture though, but I saw like your story. It showed like BB, and then it showed like the whole party. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It looked really cute. And then
It
I
was
think,
a vibe though.
I think I saw a video of like RJ and his girlfriend like dancing and coming in, and I was like, damn, that looks like a vibe.
Yeah, it was.
you
It
know?
was really good. It was really good. So, we were there for, I want to say, about 3 days. Okay, so we landed. We drove there on Friday morning, and we were supposed to come back on Sunday night. But on Sunday, we went to this. It's called Champion whatever. Do you remember what that bar was? I think it was a Champion Kirby or something like that. But anyways, we went there. It was full.
Didn't I
Like
call
when I
you
said
and you were like,
full,
"Oh, I'm gonna call you back later"?
yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Like
okay,
it was
whatever.
Emma, it was full. And when I tell you it was full of black people, like I have
Yeah?
never seen that many black people in one place other than like back home.
I mean,
I've never
Houston is a
yeah,
nigga
like
fest.
seriously,
Like,
there was people
literally, it's a nigga
everywhere.
fest over there.
It was crazy, but like I think if I was to rate my overall like experience in that city, I think I absolutely love it. I met really cool people. It was really nice. However, will I live in that city? I don't think so.
Absolutely
You know,
not.
like no, I don't think so because we got the chance to go to the mall, and when I tell you, well. First of all, like one of the first times that I visited Houston was during COVID. And so we went to the mall and they couldn't be bothered to wear a mask. Like
Right.
they were like, oh, it's not happening. And I had so much anxiety during that time. But this obviously like COVID has kind of like calmed down a little bit. But what I did notice is that like there's a lot, like there's a lot of like cosmetic surgery in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize it was that bad. So okay, so coming from LA, in LA, obviously like there's like Botox, fillers, like more so facial like surgeries that are out there. And just for a disclaimer, this is not me saying that anything is bad with surgery.
no,
No,
it's just what you
like,
noticed.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
what I noticed. And like I feel like if you are a girl that you don't have like you're not confident in yourself and you're not very self-aware, that can get in your head.
Oh, yeah, of
and
course.
that can make you feel like, oh, everyone's getting this, like maybe I should go get it. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yeah.
felt in that city. And I was like, not that if I live there I'm gonna feel like, oh, I need to go get this surgery or I need to go get that, but like it's just, you know, and people are pretty. I'm not gonna say they were ugly looking or anything like that. It's just when I noticed a lot of BBLs over there, and I was like, I see how if you stay in a place like this, you could be
You
influenced.
could
to
be
do
influenced
it.
to get it.
Yeah,
You know, because as compared to like, because I've been to Houston a couple times too, and when I went, that was my same reaction because I was like, obviously, you know how you see BBLs on Instagram.
Yeah,
you see, like, the
yeah. Like seeing it
influencers,
in
the
person is a
models,
different story.
You know,
yeah.
or even when we went to Miami, I don't know that I saw that many over
Yeah,
there.
well, there is a lot in Miami.
Well, there is a
Yeah,
lot,
granted,
you know,
we
but
didn't go to the beach. We went to the beach. We would have seen a lot of it.
But when I went to Houston, you know, the Galleria, it's like everywhere.
It was,
and I was
it was
like,
crazy.
damn.
It was crazy. And like again, this is not me judging any of those
I mean,
girls.
obviously
Like
not.
no,
Yeah.
if you want to have, you know, surgery, you want to have a BBL, whatever it is, life
It's
will
up to you,
go
you
ahead.
know?
I just in my head I was thinking like if I live in a city like this, I can see how when you see that a lot, you really need to have your confidence
Oh
level
yeah, if you
up
don't have
here.
if you don't have like obviously like not self-esteem, but like if you don't have confidence, like you said, you could get influenced for sure, 100%.
sure, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know somebody that knows people that moved to Houston, and obviously, like, you know, within few months they got BBLs.
Oh really?
Literally.
Oh, I
within
think
few
I know who
months.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
yeah. I
you
think I
know,
who
like
you're
within
talking
few
about.
months they got BBLs, and it was just like, it's like, you know, San Antonio is more reserved.
It is,
You know,
it is,
you don't
it is
see
very
that
reserved.
much over here.
Yeah.
Maybe if you go towards the rim, you're gonna see like here and there.
Yeah.
But Houston,
I think
everywhere.
like 1 out of 5 girls I saw in Houston had a procedure done.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, wow, like I actually cannot live in the city. Like I just can't. And it's not that I think I'm better or anything like that. No, it's literally like, one, the city is just too packed for me. There's way too many people in the city.
Yeah.
2, the roads are garbage.
Let me tell you something.
The
If you're
roads-
driving in Houston,
Oh my
Houston's-
God.
Houston roads are crazy.
They are terrible.
They're crazy. Like, and then the stoplights are not even functional. You know, like people don't even respect that stuff.
Do you know how
anymore.
many times we almost got hit driving out
Oh,
there?
yeah.
It was crazy.
They don't
like
care about
something
humanity
as simple
on the road.
something as simple as a U-turn, they were having an issue with that.
Oh, yeah.
It was so bad. But
The roads are horrible.
I think other than that, though, those were just like the cons of like the city itself. I think other than that, it was so much fun. I met really cool people out there. So you do know I have an issue with like I'm a little bit shy and introverted, but like when I'm around people I know, I'm not.
Right.
So when I was out there, one of Yai's older brother Reggie, one of their acquaintances, like one of their friends, I was talking to him and he was like, oh, you seem like shy and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, like, I don't really, the thing with me is I don't know how to start a conversation with people. So like I just turned not to. And so like whenever I'm sat in a little corner, it almost looks like, well, you do know I have a resting beach face. So it
Right,
almost looks
right.
like I'm pouting or like I'm angry or something like that. Well, when I'm not, I'm pretty much just in my own
You're
head.
just chilling, yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, we were like chatting and he was like, oh, how about you try talking to people? And usually like, you don't want to go up to them and be like, oh, my name is so and so.
Oh,
like,
that's you, bitch.
You know?
I will be. I don't care. I'm like, hey, I'm Emma, girl. You look good. I don't know
Well,
about
no,
you.
he was saying that like the approach is not to go up and say like, oh, my name is so so so. He said to start with a compliment, like, oh my gosh, your jacket looks nice, your this looks nice, and it worked. So I actually walked up. The first person that did it, so I was actually very nervous because I was like, she's probably gonna be like, who's this bitch talking to me? And so she was wearing a jacket and she was standing next to the bar. And so I walked up to her and I was like, oh my gosh, girl, your jacket is so nice. Where'd you get it from? And she was like, oh, I got it from I don't know if she said Abercrombie, whatever, some
Abercrombie and
yeah,
Fitch?
yeah,
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know how to pronounce
so she said she got it from that company, and we just started talking. It was very brief, but then like, you already know I don't know how to bring up conversations, so it was just like, I got it from this, da, da, da. I was like, oh my gosh, you look so pretty, da, da. I was like, okay, bye, and then I walked away. And so when I walked back, he was like, you should have continued. I was like, I don't know how to like,
you should engage,
bring up
conversation
with people.
Not where you live. That sounds stalkerish.
I was like, where you live?
Where you from? You
Yeah.
know, like you can ask stuff like that. Where you from? What do you do?
You ask the when, why, what question.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, then I don't want it
W's.
to come off as like I'm like interrogating her or something. You know what I mean?
You don't like.
Because she's gonna ask you the same question.
Yes,
Yeah.
like y'all are gonna bounce off of your energy. I
Yeah.
can't be giving you friendship 101 classes over here, bitch. Like you need to figure it out.
Well, you already know I don't care talking to people like that. Like,
Well,
but
that's
like
true.
I know that that's something that I have to get better at if I have to like connect with people, because like if it's left
Yes.
to me, like I was telling them at the party, like I don't really have friends like that, and if it's left to me, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Well, but you need
know
to
what I
think about
mean?
this, yeah. We're doing social media. You need a network.
Yeah,
you know what
true.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
networking is literally the biggest thing of social media.
Yeah.
That's number one. And number two, even if you're faking it, you could literally, and I'm not even saying this in a bad way, but like there could be an influencer that I couldn't give a shit about, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, girl, you look cute.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
You're trying to network. You're trying to get the bag up. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So honestly, you just have to like
No,
learn
but
how to
it-
bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
The way you're talking to me is the same way you talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, like bounce back and forth. from
I
the
don't know, like,
conversation.
and you know, it's not like, again, it's not that I think that like you already know how I am. It's not that I think I'm better or
Oh, yeah, of
whatever.
course
Yeah, it's not
not.
that. It's just sometimes I'm in my own head when I'm in public.
Yeah, you feel
And
like you're awkward and shit.
Yeah, like I don't want to. It's hard for me to think of a conversation to have with them. You know
I
what I
got
mean?
you.
Like, you know
Yeah.
how like with you and you guys can talk for like hours. Like you could speak to a fucking toad on the street if you wanted
Oh
to.
yeah,
Like,
that's my dog right there. That's my dog.
no, but
That's my dog.
no, but like for me, it's more harder for me to do that. Like it's just
Yeah.
hard. But I went to the restroom and so he was still like coaching me on it. Like he was literally giving me like one-on-one classes.
Yeah.
And so I went to the restroom and I met this girl and like we actually talked. Like I used the restroom and washing my hands and she was like, oh my gosh, I love your fit. I was like, I love your fit too. And we actually spoke for more than a minute. And so I literally came out like, have you watched that little cartoon where it's like, I don't know if it's a bird or a toad in water and they're flying and they're like, Mama, look, I'm
Yeah,
I'm patting
yeah.
or whatever. I literally ran out of there like that little kid and I went to go tell him that I talked to someone in the restroom and it did work and it just started with me giving a compliment. But I
Yes.
was so happy about that and that's something I am practicing and I'm learning.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
I'll
think you're gonna
at
get
it.
better at it. You
Yeah.
know, like some people are just really introverted, and you don't have to change your personality.
No,
but at the
no,
same
no,
time,
of
it's like,
course not, yeah.
If we're doing social media, you know, you have to be like a little bit extroverted, even if it's not nice. you
Yeah.
know?
I don't know if I've told you this,
Mm-hmm.
but like there is a sandwich spot. Do you remember the sandwich spot? You don't, huh?
Yeah, it's called I don't know.
It's fine if you don't remember. So
In Houston or here?
in Houston. And the last time we went to Houston was
I
a,
remember.
what is
It's
it?
called Home Slice.
Okay, so
Home
there's
Slice.
this sandwich spot in Houston. It's called Home Slice. And the last time that we went to Houston, actually, we went there about a year ago. Emma, tell me why I've been having dreams about this sandwich. That's how good it was.
Damn.
And so when we went back there, I was like, I need to go eat that. Like, I need to go eat from there. And the thing is, I was thinking that it was that good because like we were drunk when we ate it. But then
Because I
like,
remember y'all had told me about
yeah,
this
yeah,
sandwich
yeah,
thing
yeah,
before,
yeah. And yeah, I didn't eat it because like he bought like, what did you buy? Like a 6-inch. It wasn't even 6. It was a 12-inch. Yeah, but like
12-inch
a
what?
12-inch sandwich. It was like this long. It was
Damn.
it was huge.
You ate it all?
He didn't eat it.
She ate half, but we had ordered food before then.
Oh, okay. So you
I
were
was
full.
already full.
Gotcha.
No, the sandwich was amazing. Like it was so good. I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much because I figured like, oh, I was drunk the last time, that's maybe why I liked it. But it was fire. So if you make your way to Houston anytime soon, go find it. What is it called again?
Home slice.
Home Slice.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely
they sell
would.
like
It's like pizza.
yeah, like pizzas in there. But like I know you like tuna too. So if you go there, check out the tuna sandwich. It's amazing.
So it's gonna be better than Subway.
Hell yeah, 1000%,
Y'all hate
absolutely.
Subway so
Yeah.
much, that's funny.
No. It is gonna be better than Subway.
Ooh, okay.
Though. It is
I'm
gonna
looking
be.
forward to it. Okay, so I saw your little get ready with me that you did in Houston. And I was looking at it, I was like, oh, she look cute. And then I look at the comment section and I see Vaseline under. And I'm like, girl, you better send my girl that sponsorship. Like, what is you doing?
No, I was very surprised. Okay, so we're getting ready for the party, and I wanted to like film, but then like something was telling me like, no, don't film. Like, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll just film it. And so I did, and the quality came out really well. And obviously, you already know I use Vaseline. Like I've had that for a while. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna tag them. Like,
So
see
you
what
did tag
happens.
them?
I did tag them.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I tagged them, and I didn't think they were gonna watch. You know what I mean? Like I also tagged Fashion Nova because my outfit wasn't Fashion Nova, but I didn't think anything of it. But they responded. I was like, okay. Well, hi,
like,
Vaseline.
I saw it and I was like, oh, okay. Like, Vaseline, if you're watching this, we're black girls. And we've been using Vaseline since we're in West Africa, Cameroon. So run us that sponsorship.
For real.
Okay?
We've been using you guys since we're like babies.
Since we're babies.
Like,
That's all our
in a
mom
different
used.
continent. As
In a
as
different
matter of
continent,
fact.
for a matter of fact. So we're OGs to this stuff. So
Yeah.
run us that sponsorship.
No, it
yeah,
was...
that was cute though.
That was
cute.
really cool. But like one thing that I wanted to mention too is like I'm really excited for us to like really get into our content creation back this year. I like, how there's like this aesthetic online, especially on Instagram, like you have to be perfect, you have to be this, you have to be that. Like that video I posted was kind of like a breakthrough for that because I tell myself like I want people to know more of my personality, but they're never gonna know my personality if I don't like speak. You know what I mean? And that's something I had been avoiding. Like I didn't want to ever like speak on my social media because like I don't know, I just felt like I sounded weird.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to ever like speak. And so like doing that video was so like liberating for me, like because I was like, I'm just gonna start showing my personality.
Yeah, of
And like
course.
I kind of just want to have fun with my social media again.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like one of my friends back home, she has a YouTube channel and she's growing really fast.
That's
Like,
good. That's
I think a
good.
brand had reached out to her to like do a little deal, a brand deal. And I was like, that is amazing.
Yeah,
She's doing her content creation from back home. She is like killing it, And I was like, that is so good. Like, I'm so proud of her because it's like, she's doing her thing. Like,
Yeah.
she's not procrastinating or nothing. Like,
Yeah.
she's literally getting the bag. The thing with me, on the other hand, is like, I would love to be like that, but school is whooping my butt.
Yeah.
Like, when I feel like when you get closer to graduating, it gets worse. Like, you don't have any time whatsoever. I really admire her and I try to be like that and post videos, but
Yeah.
I don't have that time.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
see, for me, it's like I had to take a break from school for personal reasons, and so like that has obviously pushed me back. So I'll be graduating way after you graduate, right? But like, when I think about social media, I'm like, okay, I'm still in school and, I'm working, I'm figuring all this stuff out. But however, like, I don't want to put something that I really want to do on the back burner. So for me, it's like, I want to show up as my authentic self and I don't want to wait to be perfect because something with me is like, I like to be perfect before I get something
Yes,
done.
dude, you
like,
do.
yeah, like
Literally.
I'm very peculiar about stuff like that. Like I want it, if it's not perfect or if it's not to my standards, I wouldn't put it out.
know
And
what
I'm
just
trying to
crossed
break
my mind
down
right now?
what.
This month, maybe, or next month, marks like the anniversary of us getting the equipment.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it?
Because we got it in March.
Yes, because we got it when the tax return had hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just thought about that right now. And I'm like, damn, like we got this stuff a long time ago. We actually need to put this to work this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then again, there was no way that we could have started even if we wanted to. Like the essentials of what we needed, they weren't there. They just weren't.
And
So.
yeah, it's just, I mean, it is what it is.
All right, guys. So this is going to be a very brief episode. We're kind of just wanting to, let you guys know what we're up to and, what we've been doing. I've been doing a little bit of traveling and Emma's been in her own realm.
Yeah.
But
All
now
silent.
we're going to get into our segments. Again, our segment is called Teach Me What I Don't Know, where I ask her questions in the finance field. She asks me questions in the medical field. So are you ready? Do you want to go first?
I am ready.
Okay, what do you got for me?
So, question number 1, and I just mentioned it right now. So, a patient that let me word this different. So, in the human body, right? Let's say a patient has like COPD or
Yeah.
some kind of respiratory illness, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much they don't have enough oxygen and CO2 exchange, right? I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but like you know how you have your trachea, it goes down to your bronchi and whatever, right? Underneath your little, I don't want to go too deep into it, but like pretty much there's a spot in your lungs, right, in your alveoli where there's like CO2 and oxygen exchange. Now, when that cannot happen, the body is building up all this like carbon dioxide, and that's not good, right? Now, when the body builds up all that carbon dioxide, you start seeing physical symptoms, right? So one of the symptoms is, how do I tell you this without giving it up? One of the symptoms is going to happen with your nails or your toes. They're going to look a certain way. And I just mentioned it earlier. What is it called?
Clubbing?
Nice. Good job.
So
Good
I
job.
got that one.
So that's what happened. One of the typical signs and symptoms of COPD is clubbing of your fingers. So pretty much what it is that you see how you have like regular nails?
Yeah.
They're going to be like bent.
Oh, is that what that condition is?
That's what the condition
Oh,
is. It's called clubbing.
Okay.
I don't know that I worded it right,
Yeah.
but you know, that's what I was getting at.
Oh,
That's good.
okay. So I got that one right.
Nice. Okay. The second question, I'm going to stick to respiratory. So back home, every kid takes a vaccine, right? And so when they take that vaccine, it gives them immunity, or they have like some kind of antibodies that stays to them, right? Now, it's like the same thing in our situation. I'm not wording this right. Bear with me, right? It's like the same thing as us. When we were born back home, we had this vaccine that was given to us. Now, when we moved out here, you know, let's say for me, I'm in nursing school. Whenever
Yeah.
I do a test, right? A TB skin test, it comes out positive because I took this vaccine. What is that vaccine called?
Is it the Paulo vaccine?
No. She got that wrong.
Oh, you want to guess again?
I can. Is it the chickenpox vaccine?
Nope.
Oh,
Never mind.
2 for 2, you got that wrong. It's the BCG vaccine.
What the hell is that?
It has like a weird name, but pretty much it's a BCG vaccine. When we were born back home, because TB is very rampant in like third world countries.
Yeah.
So when tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we were born, like obviously tuberculosis is very rampant in like developing countries. It's not just Africa. It's like, you know, the Philippines and everywhere else. That's a third world country pretty much. So when they give birth to a kid, that's one of the main vaccines that they give them. They give them the BCG vaccine. Now, the thing with the BCG vaccine is that it has this antibody that sticks to you, right? So it stays in your body for however long. So now that we moved out here to the US, when you're starting like certain schools, like, you know how college access for the meningitis, nursing school asks you for the TB vaccine.
Oh, okay.
Or they
okay,
ask you
okay.
for like a TB test. Now the TB test, what they do is they do an intradermal test where like they use this little tiny syringe to insert it on top of your skin to like check if you have like TB or not. Pretty much like it's gonna ours, because we took the BCG vaccine, is going to come out positive that we have TB, but we don't really have TB. We just took that vaccine. So then they're going to ask us to do a TB blood test. So the blood test and a chest x-ray is going to show that you do not have TB.
And it's still in our system up to now.
Yes, we're going to die with
okay.
it. You know, like, you know, it's just there. It's just protecting us, but like it just shows up on the TB skin test that we have.
So we can't get tuberculosis because of that.
Not that we cannot get it, but like we're to a certain extent, we're immune to it. We're less likely to get it, you know, but obviously I'm not saying just walk into a TB patient and be like, hi, I can't get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously not.
Of course not. I'm
But
just
like-
curious to say, like,
but like, you know, like you have a certain level of immunity to that.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
So yeah, you got that wrong.
Okay, next question.
Next question, if we're sticking to respiratory. Okay, so TB, right? TB and it's the same for, let's say, COVID. Typically, when a person has COVID, they have them, they're like gonna quarantine and whatever, right? What route is TB? Is it like how does TB get transmitted?
It's airborne.
Nice. That was pretty easy. Last question. What route does the flu get transmitted?
Through your bloodstreams.
You can't tell me bullshit with a straight face. That's what pisses me off about
No,
you.
wait,
Because
what did you say?
the flu. How do you get the flu?
No, that's HIV. You get HIV through the bloodstream. So
Yeah.
you have to be poked to something. Okay, so the flu has to be airborne as well, isn't it?
It's not airborne.
If someone sneezes next to you, wouldn't you catch the flu?
Yeah, but it's not airborne. What's the other one?
What are you laughing?
I said this is making me it's reminding me of an older episode that we did where you were trying to explain solid liquid.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly. It's nuts.
Literally what you're doing
She
again.
just doesn't know anything about water and stuff. Oh my god.
You would. Oh, my brain is not working. Hold on, I need to figure it out. So, if I sneeze next to you, you can catch it, right?
Right.
But like the only way you're catching it is if you inhale it.
Right, but what is the mode of transmission? Is it airborne? Is it contact? Is it droplet? Like, what is it?
You're inhaling the water or the
I
substance.
literally just gave you the answers. A, B, or C. Airborne, contact, or droplet.
Oh, contact.
She got it wrong. It's droplet. Oh my god, this is nuts. Like, I don't understand. That's nuts, man. But yeah, that's it for my questions. I didn't word them right. But,
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna.
2 out of 4.
You got 2 out of 4. Not
Okay,
bad,
I did
though.
good. I did good. Okay, so it's my turn. I'm gonna ask you questions in the finance world. Okay.
Alrighty.
So in finance, what is diversification?
Diversification in
Yeah.
finance. What I would think is you have a business, right? And
You keep saying you have a business.
you have a business, right? And like diversification as far as are you talking as far as like the money or the people?
I'm
Or
not
both?
gonna answer.
Okay,
Like,
so
just-
diversification for me.
it's in relation to like to investment.
So I'm thinking diversification is you doing like different kinds of investments. It could be stocks, it could be forex trading, it could be different kinds of investments. That's what I think it is.
I'll give her a 0.5 just because she's wording it wrongly.
Okay, tell me what
Yeah.
diversification.
But she pretty much got it though.
Well, yeah, but like
That's why I asked you for context. Was it as far as people or as far as the stuff you're doing?
Well,
in finance, it has nothing to do with that.
It has nothing to do with people. It just has to do with money.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. I think I got a 0.825.
Okay, well, diversification refers to the way you spread your investment portfolio out. So usually they say like whenever you invest, it's good to usually they say when you invest, it's not advisable to just invest in one type of investments. So diversification would mean like you're investing in your portfolio is diversified. So you're investing in stocks, bonds, different type of
I literally
investments.
got it.
Yeah, so you get a 0.5 though because you didn't say it was in correlation to your portfolio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Someone that does it.
yeah.
0.825, I think.
It's a 0.5. Okay, so the next question is what is referred to as asset allocation?
Asset allocation. I'm thinking that, let's say you have like what you call that stuff? Well, you have a bunch of assets and you just have like I want to say you have like some kind of spreadsheet where like you assign them to like different departments.
That's a pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Know what that is, but
I don't know what that is, but allocation sound like assignment.
yeah.
You're still gonna have a 0.5 because like
What is it?
okay, so allocation, the goal of asset allocation is to divide your investment portfolio into categories, some in stocks, some in cash, some in bonds, and it's important to diversify your investments in this way, but you can also diversify within each three categories.
I tell you what, I don't think I necessarily got that wrong though, because I said
That's
you're
why I
like
said
dividing
that's
them.
why I said 0.5. You just said departments. What the fuck are the departments?
Categories, bitch. Like
You didn't. Well, no, but she didn't say it's even in relation to like your. She didn't say it's in relation to like your portfolio. She said you have a spreadsheet and you divide it like.
Now,
it
you
has
can't-
something to do with your portfolio.
if I was mentioning bronchioles and bronchi, you would have never gotten nothing that I asked you right. So don't try to sit over there.
It's a 0.5.
Don't
she
sit
got.
over there and try to ask me. Talk about some portfolio.
It's a 0.5 she got. Okay.
I guess.
So the next question. What is a rollover IRA?
Isn't that a Roth IRA? Roth IRA, you be saying? Roth IRA, you sound like a rap song. I have no idea. I can't even. Well, you know what? I saw a girl doing that on TikTok. It's almost like a retirement fund. It's like an investment. for
Okay, well
something.
that's an IRA. An IRA is an investment. Well, what is a what is a rollover IRA?
I don't know. You know.
Okay, so well let's start with an IRA, right? A Roth IRA is a type of IRA where you contribute money that's already been taxed. So at the time of and a Roth IRA, the way it works is you can only get that money out after retirement. So an example of a Roth IRA would be like well, and I guess it would be like your 401k. If you've ever had a 401k with like a job, that would be like some type of IRA you have.
Gotcha.
But with that, you can only get your money out after retirement. And I believe in America, retirement age is 65.
65,
And they're
yeah.
saying they want to push it to 70, which is absolutely mad. But you can only get that money after retirement, right? And of course, if you choose to get that money before retirement, you will get taxed on it, or you get a fine on it, or something like that. A penalty, yeah. So a rollover IRA would be like you already have an IRA with your employer and you change employers and then you decide like, oh, actually I want to take my IRA from that old employer to my new employer. So you roll over your IRA. That's literally what
So
it is.
I've had like 1 million jobs, and I never did none of that rollover IRA stuff.
Yeah. So you could have money that you don't know you have.
Yeah, there's like a website that you can check online to see where if you have like a 401k with a certain company, then it'll tell you what money it is, and then you can like roll it over to put it into like
One event.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to do that.
So
you
you
know?
can you don't need
Because I've
to
done 401k in every single job.
yeah,
I've
you
had
don't
so
need
far.
to contact
you need to
yeah, so you would actually have investments that you don't know about. So you don't have to contact any of those old jobs. You would just have to contact whatever company took care of it, like Vanguard. You would have to know which broker had your investment with, or which broker that company had their investment. So if it's something like Vanguard, you will contact them. Which I think most companies use Vanguard, don't they? No?
No, not a lot of companies do, but most don't.
Okay. Well, you would have to look up like the different companies that do. I'd say there's not that many of them. I'd say just trying to contact all of them and ask them if you have any investments with them and see if you can roll it over to like your current job, or you can just wait till when you graduate school.
That's probably what I'm
and
gonna
so
do.
that way when you get your main job, you can just roll over all that money, the monies you've been having to have like your main investment. And the good thing with that is like your money sitting there actually accrues interest.
Ooh.
So yeah, you know, it's depending on the percentage, it might not be that high,
I mean,
because I know
yeah.
usually 401ks don't have as good as an investment return as other types of IRAs, but you know, it's still worth something.
Makes sense.
So yeah,
If I find the website, I'll let you know.
Please
We'll
do.
also drop it in the comments for.
yeah, if in case anyone is
You
interested
know, if you're
in
interested
that,
in
yeah.
that, because I honestly, literally didn't know that.
Okay. So she got that one wrong 'cause she didn't know it. I think this will be my last question, huh? Yeah, my last question. Okay. What is a real estate investment trust?
A trust. Because I don't know how to word this, but I feel like it's a account where money is saved in, for a specific cause, like obviously getting a house. If it was just a regular trust, you'd be like, maybe it's a college trust fund or something. But I guess the fund is like specifically for getting a house, for real estate trust. I don't know.
No.
What is
So
it?
like when you think of
Said that so proudly.
when you think about a trust, think about like mutual funds. But like you remember what I told you what mutual funds are? It's like if me and you choose to like we can have money and like we put it together, like those are mutual funds. But in definition, if you like the idea of a mutual fund, but you would rather invest in real estate, a real estate investment trust offers similar solutions focused on real estate. So real estate trusts use money from several investors to invest in real estate.
Oh, okay.
And which they also operate to ensure it generates income. All you have to do is invest a little bit of money and the trust will take care of the rest.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Yeah. So of course you know much about this because you guys do it in your family. But essentially it's like multiple people can do it, but if you choose to do it by yourself, then it's you
Wasting
can.
money, yeah.
But then with something like real estate, because it's like high dollar, a lot of people come together with like their mutual funds to invest it in, like, let's say me and you one day want to like own a house or want to own like have a huge real estate portfolio. We'll put together our funds in mutual funds and then put it there. Of course we can always hire someone to take care of that trust,
Right.
but essentially the money will go towards that cause, and we'll just basically over time increase our real estate portfolio in that sense.
Ooh,
Yeah.
makes sense. But that's it, guys. We have come to the
So who won though? I did, because she has a total of 1 because she had 0.5.
Yeah, so you won.
Yeah.
You won today. Yay. Well, guys, that's it. We have come to the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
I know. I hope you guys loved having us back. Please leave your recommendations in the comment section of what you guys would like to, hear from us. And also, I don't know if you guys are just forgotten, but we are accepting dilemmas. Okay,
Yes,
there's
yeah.
an email down below in the description where if you want to leave a dilemma, if you have a story you want to share with us, a question, whatever is on your mind, please send your stories to that email, and we'll be sure to check it out and discuss on it on the podcast. And
Yeah, of course.
just by the way, it's unsolicited advice, so you don't have to take it. It's just gonna be our opinion on things. But yeah.
And you can remain anonymous too.
Of course,
you
yeah.
can stay anonymous. You don't have to say a name or whatever.
Yeah.
Send the email.
Just
Shoot
send
it out
the
to
email,
us
and
and we'll
keep
get
in
it.
mind you could always create a fake email if you want to
That's
stay
fine.
completely anonymous. But yeah, you can send us your dilemmas to the email in the description down below.
Yes, and that's it, guys. We've come to the end of the episode. If you haven't already, go ahead and check us out on Instagram, on Spotify, on YouTube. Leave us comments. Go ahead and hit the like button on YouTube. Turn on the post notification to get an alert when we post a new video. And that's it, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.